out of here. Yeah. Stay out of here.
Recipe of bankroll, showing how to do it. Baby going crazy.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Melanin Show. We got Randy here, owner and creator of Swagg Apparel Clothing. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? How y'all doing?
So, where did the name come about? What made you start the business? All of that. Give us a rundown.
Yeah, a rundown. Swagg Apparel was started in May of 2012 when I attended Virginia State University. Shout out to the greatest college in the whole world.
In the world.
Craig.
The world, Craig.
Okay.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah, but it was started in May of 2012 on Virginia State University. I got incarcerated from doing some things that I wasn't raised to do. During that time, God brought me the vision, and after I got out, I pretty much hit the ground running.
2012, you started. Where are you now with the brand, and did you think that you would be because your brand is pretty popular. A lot of people know about it. It's in a lot of places. Did you think about it then? That it would be that big, or was it something that you just, wanted to start
So initially how it first kicked off, when I started with Wild Clothing. Mm-hmm. So I wanted a crew neck, which is a hoodie without the hood, and I wanted one with zippers for some type of event, like what it was. Mm-hmm. But went to the mall to attempt to get one, and I never found one. So I was really adamant about that specific type of style, so I wanted to get it made. I went and got it made, and I got a lot of kickback from it. A lot of people was dope. I wanted zippers on it. The zippers were two different colors, so it was real cheap. I think I paid $60 when somewhere in Richmond. A lot of people inquired about it. I'm gonna start a little clothing line. That's what kind of linked the swag and the clothes, because really swag is a message. It's not just really a specific brand. Mm-hmm. I just use clothes as a way to push the message.
So what does he says an acronym, what does it stand for?
It stands for Self-Wisdom Allows General Growth.
Self-wisdom allows general growth.
That's a powerful message, though.
How long did that take to come up with? Because I cannot.
It took a little minute. So, like I said, I was in an unfortunate situation in 2012, and while I was incarcerated, a lot of thoughts, a lot of thinking, a lot of, you got to occupy your time in a positive way when you're incarcerated. If not, you'll drive yourself crazy. Right. So I was just using that time to think about my life, what got me there. No disrespect to the people there, but I knew that wasn't me. I knew that wasn't why I was put here. So I was just trying to figure out, what to take from it, how to go about, hitting the ground running once I got out and create mine. That's where everything kind of came in, the back end of everything kind of came in, and as I got out, just kind of hit the ground running with it, trial and trails.
When you're incarcerated, do you have anybody to help you out? They tell you what to do?
Not when I was incarcerated. So I knew the plan. I always had the entrepreneurship mindset. I just the clothing aspect was new. I got a friend of mine named Jordan David. He owns a clothing line called Six Society, as well as 100 Bill Company. He's also the VA marketing rep for Detail Art. So
Jay.
Okay, I was just
shout out to you, Jay.
Yeah, definitely. That's my best
Coach
friend.
with him.
Yeah, he already had a clothing line and everything, so that was kind of my point person for, what to do, how to go about doing certain things, which I knew a lot, but the things that I didn't know, I got from him. He actually gave me my first plug on the company that I went through to get my clothes.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. This logo, the Swagg logo, did you create that? Did you draw that out?
This took a long time, just because you didn't. It's a million options. I spent a lot of money to only choose one logo, but pretty much I saw something online, just figuring out different ways that people integrate the word swag into different designs. I saw something and kind of stemmed it away from that, but it was a picture of the word swag, but it was going to add it. And I wanted to be able to put that on a shirt, so I based it off of that image, then I kind of critiqued it for LLC purposes, just make sure that it was, it got to be 40% difference in logos and stuff, to be able to market it and critique, get your LLC and everything for trademark. After I did that, worked with a couple graphic designers, a guy named Jay out in California was the one that, worked with me to be creative, and we came up with the logo, which is
that's a pretty dope. That's a dope logo. I mean, our logo's popping too, but not really the bigger dope.
Where do you see your business like in the future? As far as now, you want to own like shops, you want kiosks. Where do you see your business? Let's say 5 years from now.
Yes. So my 5-year plan right now is to own a warehouse. Currently in.
Would it be down south?
Yeah, definitely down south. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm residing in Virginia. This is where I'm at. This is my base. This is home for me now. But like my heart is home. So I want to. The warehouse is going to be my way to integrate my family, like a family-owned business. So I'm going to create that space there in order for them to provide jobs in my area back home, and then we'll just outsource everything across the country as far as like when we ship things out. Right now, I'm working with a company called S.W.A.G.G, which is located in Richmond, Virginia. That's the only company I've been working with since 2012. So yeah, we've just been doing that, and when the warehouse open up, I'll go that route. But that's my 5-year.
Has there ever been a difficult time where you was just like, yo, I'm giving up. Swagg Apparel, I'm done with it. I can't do it anymore. Has that ever come across like?
Not never give up. It's been people that I gave up on. So like I'm like super duper confident. Like I don't hit the ground unless I know that I'm there from a confidence standpoint. The hardest part of owning the company is doing it by yourself. I never got like no type of money from nobody else. I never took out loans. It's always been like cash and profit from the business. There's pros and cons. The pros of it is I make all the decisions. I'm the only owner, so if I say I want a pink shirt with a blue horse, that's what it is. The con of it is when you get different orders of different shirts or different items that don't sell, you take the entire loss. Another con of it is you don't gather multiple ideas. It's just, I like this, I think it's cool, I'm gonna push it out. Instead of, maybe us three owning Swagg Apparel and we sit down and have a discussion like today and then realize maybe I don't need to do that pink shirt with the horse because of a point that you bring up. So it's just that kind of thing. Just trial and true with it. But it's pros and cons with everything. I think that's the hardest part, as well as having friends that didn't really. So I had a best friend, like one of my top 5 best friends in 2012, look me in my eye and tell me that he think that selling my shirts for $20 was too much. And it like personal to me, that's my guy. So like you're not supposed to say that. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I kind of took that to heart. Like me and him had not problems, but I kind of took a back seat from him for a while until I, got back where I needed to do. I kind of needed people around me who believed me.
Right.
We do that all the time as business partners. Cause I know I just think of stuff randomly, and I shoot it to her like, "Hey, yo, we need to do this, we need to do that," and she be like, "No." She be like, "No." And she's like, "We don't need to do that because this, that, and third." I be like, "Respect. No. Ain't gonna do that."
It's not even just because of that. It's because sometimes K-Lou
I'll be way out there.
will be like, he'll say some crazy stuff. He's like, yo, we should do that. Shay, what are you doing tomorrow? No. Slow
Calm
down.
down.
Slow down. It's never like stop. It's just slow down,
Right, respect.
I said we gotta brainstorm on
No,
this.
this it's like I come up with a good idea, but me saying it out, I think I'm not gonna talk to myself. When I say it to her, it's like, okay, I get where you're going with it, but let's chill out before.
She's a thinker. You the one that you say.
I'm logistics.
Yeah,
He's
I'm the
just
spitball.
like,
I come up with the different stuff, but she brings the reality out of it. Okay, that sounds good, but we need to do X, Y, Z. So that's what. Yeah.
That's how we match. So have you ever thought about adding to the the team?
Like when I set out, like it's trials and tribs. So like I base everything on. Like I'm a spitball.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of money being spitball. Like I try it out. Like that's just me. The way that I learn, my form of learning, my method of teaching myself is trial and tribs. I accept that. So it's pretty much I come up with a plan. I may ask a couple people just random, but I throw it out there. If it sell, cool. If it don't, fine. I can always give shirts out to kids when I do different events. So I just chop what I don't sell as marketing. That's the way I prefer, man. I prefer to do everything natural, as natural as possible. No premeditated anything, because that's life. Like, so
spur of the moment.
Yeah, definitely
It's sporadic.
So what's your favorite piece of clothing that you have?
This one, this shirt.
Yeah?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I sell this shirt for $45, and it reminds me, and that was my best friend in 2012 that I sold this shirt at $20. So for me, it's kind of like I don't brag or nothing, but you know, it's it's the only shirt that I have. I don't have any more. They always sell out. So it just reminds me, keeps me humble, keeps me grounded. It just reminds me of that fire I felt when my friend said you can't sell nothing over $20.
What you have in apparel now, what do you have in store for people in the future?
Warehouse, man. We're cutting out the middleman.
I'm talking about like pieces of
Like
clothing.
design-wise?
Design
Design-wise,
yeah.
I'm working with a person in Thailand. Is it Thailand? Yeah, in Thailand to get jeans. So like in my 7-year tenure, I haven't seen a small company, small market business, clothing design, whatever, do their own mass production of jeans. It doesn't fade away. Like it comes back every year.
Yeah.
Like the jean jackets that I hate seeing females in. I'm tired of them. But every season,
I used to want a
it
jeans
comes
jacket
back.
so bad. Oh my gosh.
I definitely got 3 jean jackets.
Cycle, you know,
Yeah.
history repeat itself. So it's a smart field. That's a smart, you know,
Yeah.
route to go. It's
Right.
locked in.
Bring it back to State. Yo,
Definitely
State
locked
is
in.
about to be a fashion institute. Like the fashion program is already lit, but we about to bring it home, to be honest. So for like upcoming brands like TKS and all that, and people that just want to start and hit the ground running, what advice would you give them?
Believe in yourself. Believe in your work. Remember why you started. For me personally, my personal advice is remember why you started. That's what get me through those days when I don't want to get through that day. Like, yeah, it gets tough sometimes, you know, because you're defeating the odds, and we're African American. So outside of the regular stuff that you got to deal with as an everyday person, people don't want you to do X, Y, and Z. You know, I go to the bank and may hear like people inquire about a certain number that they see in an account or just different transactions. I opened up a business here recently, and when me and my business partner sat down to do it, like it was more questions about us than it was about the business. The everyday stuff that you got to do to keep your brand relative, you know, the type of talks you got to have with yourself. You know, it's times where I ride on and listen to music. So it's off the fact of keeping myself straight, you know, mentality-wise when I get out here and there's people who don't believe or, you know, hate or whatever you want to classify it as, to be able to think enough of yourself and your brand to continue to push forward. Because you can ever get back to your reason as to why you know, initiated things, you can stay you. Like I'm big on like core. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. I was just about to say, like, let me add to that, just to your gems and just to advice is to have that self-confidence and that self-belief, like, because that's all you're exuding right now, like self-confidence, believing in yourself, doing what you have in your mind, and just running with it. And I can't what anybody says.
Having that swag in yourself.
Right.
Y'all
You gotta believe in it.
I think I like how I did that.
You
That's
got
why,
to believe
and
in
it
it.
all ties into like, I got incarcerated doing stuff I wasn't raised to do. There's no other way to put that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as I'm in here incarcerated, I'm looking at people who maybe came from that route. No, I don't know them. No disrespect to them, but I know I didn't. I was raised different. I just chose to make these decisions, and I know that wasn't the path for me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's a million people who can get caught into this type of lifestyle just off of making those decisions. So that's where the acronym came from. Just like reminding people, encouraging people to focus on being them. You know what I'm saying? But it's based off of like knowing you. The more you know about yourself, the better decisions you can make.
Anyone like you want to pay homage to? Shout outs? Anybody you want to thank?
Thank all of my supporters for sure. Definitely, without you, I wouldn't be nothing. It's a clothing line, so like I said, without y'all personally, anything, I wouldn't be nobody. Shout out to y'all for taking time
Ain't no
out.
problem.
Yeah,
Ain't
definitely.
no problem.
We Melanin up here.
Hey.
Yeah, but, shout out to y'all for taking the time to, you know.
We appreciate the opportunity you've given us.
Definitely. You said that you got another business partner for another business. Is there any businesses that you got started that's coming up that we should be on the lookout for, that you want to, you know, stream out?
Yeah.
Or you want to keep it on the low until it?
I mean, it's out now, so I
Yeah.
mean, we've been working on it since 2014. Yeah,
What you
Anthony
got?
Hines. Anthony Hines is your
That's my
frat
profile.
fight. Yeah,
profile.
Yeah.
New Side. Shout out to New Side Bros.
Yeah, me, him, and two other guys. We opened up a group home in Hopewell called New Hope Youth. I've been in the mental health field for 8 years. Anthony been in the mental health field for 8 years. Yeah, probably longer than that. He's actually a LPC, new licensed LPC. So yeah, just working with the mental health. I know y'all was doing an interview earlier.
Black men and mental health is necessary right here in Richmond.
So that's
Y'all
pretty
make
much-
sure y'all check that out. Some of y'all crazies need to be in there.
Come here. What you got in your pocket?
Oh, shit, a cat.
What you got?
Making sure he get home safe. Get your ass.
We all got a percentage of crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all-
some more.
that's a percentage.
Yes, more
Some
than
more
others.
than
Some
others.
more than others. Hey, look, hold on. Time out.
I'm just saying.
You crazy?
But that's what's up.
We all some type of crazy. The right thing makes a person do crazy things.
Love. Makes people do some crazy things.
Yeah, whatever.
But alright, but that's what's up. That's the Black men in mental health arena. We definitely need that. That's definitely needed. And it's right here in Richmond, Virginia. Hopefully it goes nationwide.
Yeah,
We
gonna
need
make
some
it
in New
do what
York
it do.
too.
Yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do.
They all crazy.
Yeah.
All
We
y'all
know
crazy.
New York needs it. That's what's up. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Right.
This is another episode of the Melanin Media Show. I'm Kalu,
And I'm Shay.
and we all up out of here.
Randy here, owner of Swagg Apparel Clothing Co. I am, and you should be Melanin Made.
Skipping school on the train, they controlling. See my main partner turn into a rag. Time I rob it. I pray the judge get a boy a bus so I can pop.